For shame. Okay, there's
I had to
not
go
the
get
same
glass.
energy as before. We gotta hang on.
No,
Hang on,
you
hang
need
on.
energy, not Lamaze.
See now you killed my rage. You made me feel bad.
Good. Let's
Good.
start.
I'm
That
just
was my
sad.
entire intention, was to kill your rage.
So,
Hurting my feelings.
So, as we pick up with things, Madman, you were on your way to confront the military, weren't you?
Oh no. Okay, I was scouting out the military. I confirmed a few things, and then I headed back to report because he thought, hey, I shouldn't be doing this alone. I'm not suicidal.
You know? What's changed?
Well, you know, new appreciation for life.
I was actually going back and waiting about a day for them to do their things in the hotel room. And I was going to put in temporary glamour into my hammer. Now, I do have a question about that. Could I put permanent glamour into the hammer?
if you want to lose permanent glamour, Doc, you can actually willingly sacrifice a point of it.
Right,
Just like,
that's
you
what I
know.
mean. But I want to sacrifice it to the hammer.
In theory, you could do that, but you don't know what the effect would be.
Okay. Is there a roll I could do to figure out what the effect would be?
It explodes.
Like chimerical
Mm.
or creatures, Doc, you have to remember that this object also has a glamour and a banality rating. And if you pop it up to 10, guess what happens to your hammer? Much like changelings.
Do I
Probably.
know the glamour rating and banality rating because I've been with it so long?
No, you don't.
That's
You
very
could-
risky.
You could make a roll to make a guess.
Okay, let's do that first then.
You're somewhere there.
Would
Your
be
hammer
Air
wakes up.
Perception Greymare.
Difficulty 7 or 6?
Difficulty 7.
Okay.
I think it's 7. Oh shit, it was 9. That's
3.
unfortunate.
3. Okay. While you don't know the precise glamour that the hammer is at the moment, you do know some of the legends about the hammer. You know that it was once much more powerful than it currently is. And you know that the closer it gets to its maximum glamour, the closer it will get to being the item it was.
Okay.
Can anyone sacrifice
Did-
glamour to a
now-
weapon?
Now, question, I guess, out of character question. Does, after it become, like, awakened or fully powered, does it then... Better question, did it exist only in the dreaming before it was forced into the banal world?
That is a good question, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's banal right now, obviously. It's stone, wood, it's bound in shape.
And it
so...
has
Just,
banal
but just
form.
giving it glamour does not get rid of the banality.
No, but...
So,
True, yeah.
Okay,
And
hypothetical. I know this is off topic, but can you basically mess someone else's weapon up by just enforcing glamour into it until it disappears?
Infusing
If someone-
glamour is not something you'd be able to do in combat.
Okay, Cool. I just wanted
you-
to know.
if you
Just so
found-
Doc doesn't stand there like, I'm gonna fight you, and like, no. And then it disappears
No.
because of a loophole.
You would be able to infuse glamour into a weapon, but it's something taking hours, not seconds.
Cool. Okay. You're welcome, Doc.
You'd have
Just
to,
wanted to
you'd have
double
to-
check
you'd have to
it.
steal their weapon, get out of combat to somewhere where you could take some time with the weapon.
Yeah, I was just addressing the smile when
He's
you said he
saying
wanted
he's
to
going to
raise
steal
the
your weapon
glamour.
and destroy it, Doc.
No,
That's what he's saying.
no, I'm not. I'm not.
That's
You
exactly
should
what I'm
kill him
hearing.
right now. You should kill him.
Yeah.
You should do it, Doc. Do it.
Thankfully, I'm not anywhere near him right now. But
Speaking of, as you say that, you're back at the hotel as Colin arrives back from visiting the army.
oh
So
right,
now
okay.
you are right next to him.
Hey,
Well, I mean. okay.
the madman's face right now.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Colin
buddy.
still has this weird, like, okay, you tried to kill me 30 minutes ago. So,
Did he really try?
No.
well, I mean, he was charging after me, and the guy who was slower than me died. So,
Well, okay, yeah, from your perspective, because
yeah. So,
yeah, at that point.
yeah. So, in Colin's head, he was just the faster one. So, shit. Colin would go, so, yep, and walk past your room and go to Dwight instead.
Me and Dwight share a room.
Yeah.
No, me, Dwight, and Jack share a room.
Okay, so that would kind of stands there in the doorway, like, okay, guys,
On the bright side, though, you have a room to yourself now.
yeah,
Yeah.
and some,
Although, really, Taylor, you might want the room to yourself, so you might want to have Jack stay with Madman.
Hmm.
There are quite a few rotting body pieces in the room, by
I
the way.
was also about to say, good news, you have your own room.
Let's
Bad
see.
news is a red cap used to be there.
yeah,
Oh,
and,
God.
I let him
keep
in.
in mind, I was the messy one. Okay, sorry. Getting back on track. So I scouted out the place that I was supposed to. Was a shit ton of people. 20 tanks, 1,000 people, like with big guns, and even more. No, not even more, but there was a shit ton of robots. Like you seen that movie from the place with the thing? Robots with guns. So I'm guessing we didn't kill, or the thing didn't kill all of the technocracy. So
Mhm.
see, I'm all for fucking with them, but I don't know how yet. See, I'm
That
envisioning.
does pose mild problems. It might be smarter not to fuck with it.
Oh.
At least now we know how many there are.
I don't know if that helps us. I mean,
You did sort of, pledge your loyalty and then promise right afterwards that you would, destroy the military
But-
for them.
and we
No.
all know, or we all know
I was
that.
tasked with
that's-
getting rid of them, not destroying them. As long as they go away, they don't care.
So, how about you ask them very nicely?
One, I doubt they'd let me get close enough to anyone influential enough to do that.
And I'm guessing that technocracy guys have some kind of countermeasure for that kind of persuasion.
We wouldn't know that, would we, Casey? As changelings.
I think it's fair to assume, right?
We can assume, but I don't know if we would know for certain.
No.
You would not know for certain. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we
Imagine
can
if they have the same sort
Yeah.
of powers as mages, and mages are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have forgotten if I.
Well, actually, as changelings, what you would know about the technocracy is that they use technology to duplicate the effects of magic.
Okay. But they probably have some piece of technology to at least attempt to counter what we.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen Star Trek.
Yeah,
Pretty much that, right? Yeah,
Star Trek. Beat me up, Scotty.
all of that.
I wasn't given a time frame for how long to do this, was I?
Oh, so we're just gonna wait them out. All right.
We
Sure. I'm all
we
for
might
this.
We might be able to just wait and just claim the credit.
Sure. So how long is a human lifespan? About, say, 90 years. And if
Well, to
they
be fair, most
die
of them
of
are
old
probably
age,
adults,
they're all fine.
so
We also might die of old age.
Well, yeah.
I will probably die before most of them do. I'm in my late 30s.
Yeah.
Is it-
I mean... So again, guys, just got back here because
Yeah.
I'm not really the planning type. I mean, I can go fuck
well,
shit up over there, but I'm pretty sure that my life expectancy would kind of be lowered by that. So I wanna
While that's
spitball
tempting,
some ideas here. See, I'm thinking, if I were to punch one of them in the face and tell him his friend told me to do it, and he would ask me, or he would ask him who told him to do that, and I would say it was his friend, and then I would just keep on going this con until all of them fight. That's my plan. You guys top that.
I
What?
can't top that, but
Yeah,
let's put that on a.
that means
let's
we're going
put
with
that
my
on a,
plan.
No, let's put that one on a back burner and let's see if we can think of anything else before we do that.
Okay.
There
Like-
might be something we can do in the park that will help. I have no clue at this point. That was kind of my only idea out of character.
I still can't believe you got us into this.
Still can't believe that you destroyed my phone. Not that I'm salty, it's fine. It's totally
You
fine.
made it animated
Yeah, oh yeah.
in the middle of the city of Salonia.
It's and yeah. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so
I'm just trying to think.
I mean, can't she just hit them until they go away, boss? Like, you boss, not that boss.
I mean,
Smash them.
I guess I could, but
I don't
like,
think muscle does much against a gun. I'm going
Alright.
to be really honest.
How about the flying ships that you had previously? Could you just go, hey, guys, another tour?
free game. It's a free game.
How about we stop breaking the concordance?
That's another good thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think at this point, the less we do, the better. the less we have to do, the better, if we can get away with it.
Okay. So, we're not supposed to kill them. We can't talk to them. And we can't wait them out. I'm all out of ideas. That was mine. And the making them fight each other one. But that's it.
Maybe there's something else we can do that will indirectly make them leave the park.
Who tells them what to do? We can grab
Well,
them.
well,
Oh, no, don't
well, they're here because the castle's here, and they think some aliens are invading.
Right?
Well, we
You're
can't make the city.
Getting
the people,
hotter.
Yeah, the people in the dreaming.
Getting hotter.
They're not. Yeah, we need to do something about the castle.
Can we make
Getting
it disappear?
hotter. Yes. Getting hotter.
No,
Can we make it invisible?
Yeah! Fucking finally! Sorry. Jesus Christ. I've been wanting to say it for 2 fucking weeks now. Like, why don't you just make it not in the material world? It'll disappear. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So
The action
what
was worth
do
it.
we gotta do to make like a super illusion?
Yeah, that is a good point. I can't do it. I probably
No,
can't do it.
but can we talk to someone?
Yeah, we could try to find someone who can do it.
Like Craigslist?
Wait, like what?
I'm just gonna go ahead and kill myself and start a new character, Casey.
You already have.
I know, I'm doing it again.
Oh,
And again.
someone to respond to my Craigslist ad. Like, hey, we are looking to make a giant lone caster disappear.
Magician needed for party.
Houdini XL, please.
As you are saying that, a loud knock on the door.
I open the door with
You
my
open-
hammer.
You open the door,
With your hammer.
and standing there, wearing what look like robes spun out of pure silver. And when I say robes, I don't mean like modern robes, but like old-fashioned, like wizard's robes, spun out of actual reflective silver, is a elderly man leaning on a cane who lifts a scroll up and hands it to you.
I take it.
We've been served.
And he turns around and walks away.
I look at the scroll.
The scroll is sealed with 4 wax seals, one of which looks like it's already been cut.
Hey, boss, I've gotten a lot of court summons, and if they can't prove that you received it, then you don't have to go. So,
And the 3 seals that remain look to be the personal marks of Jack, Colin, and Dwight. The 4th one that is already cut.
Is Victor, who is dead.
Yep.
It's like,
I mean-
well, P doesn't need that.
we can just
So yeah,
make it disappear. You're pretty good at that. I don't say that. I don't
Just
say
turn
that.
around and
I don't
swallow it.
I don't say that.
Okay. Would you traditionally cut the wax to open up the scroll?
Yeah, you break the seal to open it.
Yeah, I'll
that's
break
what-
my seal then.
Okay, you break your seal.
Oh, so it's like one thing.
Can I
with
break someone
several-
else's seal or
Yeah,
no?
It's one scroll
with 4 seals.
wax.
Oh,
seals
okay,
on
okay,
it.
okay.
It was one for
Yeah.
each of us.
Is it? Am I able to break the other seals or
They
no?
do
Because
not
I'm
break.
guessing they don't. Okay, I hand it over to Taylor then.
Yeah, they are magical, and I will break my seal. Wait, no. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll break my seal and then head it to Colin.
So Colin steps and breaks it and then opens it and reads it and proclaims it like a herald.
Okay.
Good.
You
Hear
roll,
ye.
you roll it open and you start to read, but as you start to read, what you immediately realize is that it's coming from your voice and another voice, and in your haste to start reading it, you have not noticed what the other 2 people in the room have, that as you rolled it open, the filigree writing on the scroll glowed for a moment, and a full-size image of the man in the silver robes has appeared in the air in front of the scroll.
Oh,
But since you're holding it up like this, you're looking at the scroll and he's on the other side of it.
So he kind of
And the rest of you are watching as the 2 of them read it in unison.
so it kind of starts off with like greetings. What the and weird voice. I don't know. Sorry. Hang on.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And what it says is this.
By the order of map. Fuck.
Oh.
I didn't
Not
know.
loading
Hey.
for me.
Lady
Oh,
of
here we go.
Fiona. Queen of
Queen of
Apples,
Apples.
daughter of the fair, ruler of the East. Oh, these are the New York people.
Guys, I just want to point out that when we talked to the grizzly fellow guy before, he told us we were fucked.
Oh,
So
look
if
at
this
where
is
you're being, guys. Look at where you're being summoned to.
Yeah.
It's the Castle of Wonder.
Yeah.
Literally on the steps outside.
Yep.
They're just chilling outside.
We just keep
No.
drawing
You're
attention.
back at the. They're back at the hotel.
Oh, okay.
They've just left.
I
the
thought
castle.
they were in the nightcap.
No,
My
they
bad.
just left the castle to come back to the hotel. And now they're
Wait,
being.
why
told to
did
go
you
back to
leave your castle?
Because I can't stay there for enough. Because if I do, then I get too much glamour, and then I
Oh,
disappear
right.
forever.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
So I guess I would have probably stayed because I think I've only got like 6 permanent glamour, so I'd be fine to stay in there for a little bit.
Well, as of the
Yeah,
last session, you all decided you were going back out
Yeah.
because you were going to look.
Oh, yeah.
Look into the stuff at Epcot.
Plus, we
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's right.
be able to. open it.
I say, all right, everybody, fuck off for an hour or two. I've got to do something.
I really need a jacket.
Yeah, Colin's just like, okay, private time. You know, it does show up on the bill, so
He tells you guys to leave, and then you notice he's like, he like tying his leather belt into a noose.
yeah.
What?
Jack's too big.
That's
That
fucking
belt would
dark, man. Someone fake and literally kill themselves to get out of punishment? That's really dark.
Yeah. Hey, Dwight, we don't want to see this. It's, I can just imagine it, and I don't want to imagine it. It's just gruesome. I'd rather get killed by the steps at the castle, honestly, than.
I mean, yeah, we could go
Big
ahead
fun.
and start walking there.
No, don't until I'm there.
All right,
Jesus.
let it do his ritual. Let him do his ritual.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, I guess Colin walks into his room, puts on headphones, and like,
Do any of the
Are you
three
gonna
of you?
drop some acid before you go?
Do any of the three of you have any reason why you would know anything about Latin?
Latin?
Oh, my boss, my
literally
previous
Victor knew
teacher,
Latin.
my previous
Literally
teacher
Victor knew
would have
Latin.
taught me some Latin because it's for me, because classical music.
Okay.
I
Feel
have a
free to put Domini de Cunis Tempus into a Latin translator then.
You gotta put that in a chat to me
It's
because
in the
I'm
note.
That's right.
It's in
Oh.
the note.
okay.
See. I made it translated to make sure.
To English. Sorry. Which note?
The one he just linked us. The screenshot.
The image that I linked you.
Oh, there. Okay, I'm blind.
The one that you just read out to the group.
All of,
Yeah.
or like, I'm guessing Master of Time or All of Time or
Yeah.
it's loose translation to all of it.
I misspelled
The
it
all
into
the
cuntess.
So basically,
it didn't.
it loosely, if I'm correct, Casey, it loosely translates to like Master of Time or someone in possession of a great deal of mastery of time.
That's
Is my
pretty
wild
close.
Yeah,
guess.
Master of
That's
Time.
pretty close.
Wild guess.
No, it's all of the time.
No,
Yeah.
that's the direct
No,
translation.
that is
Sure,
direct. That's not a proper translation.
That's not how Italian works, or
That's not how
any
Latin
language really.
works.
Italian.
The
Oops.
translation of it would
Latin,
be
sorry.
the, the masters of all time.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
so
was
it was
close.
way more complex.
No, yeah, that's how Latin is,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
most language. That
Most
isn't
language
English.
like that is weird. Translations are hard. I'm gonna hit the bathroom, but I can still hear.
Okay.
So just
As
go
long
on.
as, long as we
That's fine.
can still hear, that's
Hissing.
fine.
Yeah. Please mute
No
yourself.
problem.
Or hang on. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, we want to hear it now.
Yes.
No.
Anyway,
They might.
moving on.
Taylor, you forgot to mute yourself. I can hear you.
No.
Moving on, guys.
Don't try and trick him.
Let's
Stupid.
get this ritual.
Yeah. So you want to impregnate your.
I want to put 2 permanent glamour and 9 temporary glamour.
What
Well,
could possibly go wrong?
Unless something incorrect, does it hold the same rule? Do items hold the same rule of depending on its maximum glamour is the max temp glamour you can have?
Yes.
Or is it different for items? Okay.
Yeah,
So
but he
it may
remembered
just
it
be
to.
wasting all of
No,
your
no, he
glamour
remembered
stock.
it to be much more powerful. So presumably.
Well, yeah, I know, but what I'm trying to say mechanically is you sacrificing 9 glamour and 2 permanent points will not get you your other points back. You would have to then sacrifice another to refill your temporary glamour. Or you could just drop the permanent glamour in because that's just its maximum it can hold. It'll still keep
But
gaining
what I'm
glamour.
doing is I'm doing the maximum first, and then I'm doing
Right.
the temporary,
But
so that it increases
still- That's what I'm
the
saying.
standard of how much it is, so I can put more temporary into it.
yeah, but what I'm saying is you'd be empty on temporary glamour.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you only put 1 permanent point, then you could sack it and then regain all of your glamour for what's going to happen. But just recommend it.
I think he's trying to encourage you to keep temporary glamour for whatever's about to happen.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I guess so. You're right. I am sort of preparing for this. So.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. Is the temporary glamour is something you can burn off to empower abilities and things.
Or
So-
empower your hammer,
Yeah.
I believe.
So keeping some of that, he's saying, is a good idea. Which
Okay. Then I'll put
Yeah, it's-
5 temporary glamour, and I'll
Okay.
keep 4.
Yeah.
it's going to take you a couple hours to do that and a couple rolls.
Okay.
So
And-
first off, roll me a willpower roll.
Okay. Just willpower. It's
Do
just
not have a will. While he is doing all of this, Colin will ask Dwight. So, boss, what happens if they just decide to kill us? Like, hey, you guys misbehaved. Gonna shoot you. Oh shit! Right.
He's not here.
I got 6 for willpower.
I realized
Very nice.
I was talking to that screen, and then I turned here, and he's gone. And I'm sure Taylor's sitting there right now, and like I'm gonna unmute myself. I'm like, oh, hang on, I should not.
No. don't.
I'm sort of pooping right now.
Taylor, we know that you're pooping.
Next,
taking a shit.
Jack, roll me. This might be a bit of an odd one.
Is it weird that we now know how long it takes for you to poop? Is that information that you wanted us to know?
Okay, shut
Roll
up.
me, roll me charisma, Greymere. This is
Charisma.
gonna be a very
right?
good roll for you.
Dang. Can I use willpower on this?
Do you think you need to with the number of dice I'm already looking at?
Kind of.
I mean, you can, yes, but
All right, I will use willpower.
how-
Hey. Oh my god, I got a crit.
yeah. But
You
so
got
why
more
did-
than a crit.
Why did you need willpower when you're rolling like 10 dice to begin with?
I don't know.
Because
Just in
why the fuck
case.
not?
So I got 8, but I got 4 10s in a row.
Well, they're not necessarily in a row because we figured out it sorts the dice.
Right.
Yeah, it sorts them by highest low, so we don't know if they were in a row.
Wouldn't really
Hey,
matter.
Taylor.
That's beside the point, though.
12 minutes.
That only matters for botches. Or, excuse me, nightmare die.
And then
When did Nightmare Die go away, by the way?
They don't
Never.
usually.
Oh,
You can buy them off with XP if you'd like.
oh.
Anyway.
And then roll me
Uh,
perception, Kinning.
Okay. 5.
Damn. You're killing it.
What were your response, Taylor, by the way, to my question?
He's not there again.
Damn it!
Um,
He just finished halfway
Doc?
and then needed to go back to finish the job.
Doc, about 2.5 hours pass as you're imbuing this glamour into the hammer. At the end of it, you notice that the hammer feels noticeably lighter to your touch. That it seems warm to the touch. And it takes you a few minutes to realize, because you're used to seeing it anyway. But after a few moments you realize that the hammer's fey mane, its chimerical seeming, is its actual seeming.
I think you got to the limit there, man.
Yeah.
Now, you don't know how long that will last, or if it's a byproduct of what you've done that will wear off, but at the moment, it appears as its true form in the autumn
Jeez.
world.
All right. Yeah.
So
Fuck
Taylor,
yeah.
Taylor, what was your response to my question before?
I don't even remember what you asked.
How long does it take you to poop, is what he asked.
Exactly. So we did kind of the math, and it takes a while to go to the bathroom, and then there's always a little bit of business. Okay, no, but seriously, how long?
No, he's
No,
forgotten.
but
No, I forgot the question.
Yeah,
No, now Madman's forgotten the question.
yeah.
I guess it wasn't that important.
I've gotten
No.
off track here because I'm keep.
Okay.
Yeah. If he asked if things go sideways and they say we're gonna execute you, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to stand there and take it, or are we actually supposed to do something about it? Like fucking off, or fighting till death, or something like that.
Okay, so I have a question. If they kill me, will it kill both of me or just my autumn world aspect? My human body, basically.
If they execute you in the dreaming,
Mm,
it depends on how they do it.
fair enough.
There are different types of weapons.
Mhm.
Some which can sever your connection to your human side, which would cast your spirit back into its next incarnation. There are others that would simply destroy you outright. Now that is seriously frowned on among changelings.
But I mean, we
and
did dumb
usually-
things.
And usually reserved only for the absolute worst of the worst.
Here,
So-
here.
We're not the worst of the worst.
yeah.
I mean,
So,
that
would be a
kind
shadow.
More than likely, it would just sever it.
Yeah, and that would mean that in 15 to 20 years, you
I
would
would just be
awaken again in a new host, as it were.
So it wouldn't be unreasonable for me to go. I mean, if they're going to kill me, just let them kill me. I'll be back in like 15 years.
Yeah,
And for changelings, that's nothing.
bearing in mind, though,
Mhm.
that you are a different person each time you come back. It's not
Yeah,
like
so-
you remember everything about this life perfectly. Your previous lives are hazy. It's not like you just pick back up where you left off. You're starting over.
And we are not. Are we still sworn to him? Like, are we waiting for him to
I
be
think-
No.
reincarnated?
It would be broken.
I mean,
So-
And the thing
and
is,
I
by
was
the
sh-
next time you each awaken, you may not even remember the others.
Yeah.
And I will just say, that might be fun and dandy for you as a she, because you have a different viewpoint. but we are also our autumn selves on top of the changeling selves.
Yeah.
Why would we want us to die?
Yeah.
No,
That
no.
would be
I think
dumb.
Yeah, bearing in mind.
who executing who are we asking here? Because I think I'm the only one at risk of being executed in the autumn world.
We are not sure.
How about we find out and
Yeah.
because whatever is gonna sitting
Yeah.
here talking about the potential
So
of
I
execute.
empower
You already
my
know
hammer.
that changelings
I go
reincarnate,
in,
so let's move on.
I go back, and I tell them all, here you go. Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? Look at it.
Oh yeah, great! You got
I
an even
imagine I
bigger
grab the
fucking
hammer, and even though it's lighter for Jack now, it's still incredibly heavy for me, so it just drops. Just nearly
Yeah.
tears my arm out, because I have a strength of 1.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. You got bigger hammer.
Yeah, I pick it up.
Your previous one was so small and couldn't squish people, so that you upgraded for more
Just in
squishier.
case anything needs to be done.
Yes.
Yeah, I will make sure not to be done.
Are you
I
ever
wink at him.
really sure of that?
I'm very sure of that.
Here we go. Here's the hammer.
Hey.
Yeah. Look at that.
I don't know why I've kept this, but I have.
What is it from?
Loot crate.
Oh,
So let's do this. Off
Yeah,
to
I guess
death,
let's-
right, guys?
Yeah.
Should
well,
we
we're
have-
going to the castle. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we're gonna die there, so it's gonna be
We
fun.
might.
You head back into the parks. Do you walk or do you take the monorail?
I'm walking. I'm savoring this. Like, oh, last time I see trees. Last time I see windows.
There's windows in the dreaming.
Actually,
Last time I see a dipshit.
Okay, you make your way back to the gates of the Magic Kingdom. You take yourselves through security.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get your hammer through security?
Do you do the same thing again and shatter a poor man's window? No, you shattered 2 windows.
God damn it.
You should have left it on the inside.
I should have, actually. You're right.
Yeah, you could have just left it in the castle.
Yeah. Check if you can throw it to the exact same location so you don't fuck anything new up. You just re-fucking something that's fucked.
I just, the
Throw it
poor
through
man,
the
the
same
same windows. He just finished them. He's just like wiping the spread of his brow and drinking some lemonade, and he's
An
like,
even bigger
"Sad
hammer.
day's work," and then boom.
No, I will say that if you do that again, I'm going to have to roll to see if he is there fixing the window as it goes through.
Oh, poor man.
I'm doing it again, just because it's so funny. It has to
Oh,
be.
Speaking of glass, I went and got that glass for the coffee table. It is too big. So we have to take it back and get a little bit cut off of it. But oh well.
You did measure it?
I did measure it, but I didn't account for...
9? Oh,
Is
nice.
he there?
I had said to myself on a 9 or a 10 he would be there.
What
So
was a 20% chance?
yeah, I gave it a 20% chance. They don't like to leave things broken in the park for long.
That is true. That is fair.
So you throw the hammer, you hear a crash of glass and a scream.
Did you hit him? Oh no.
Oh shit. Shit. Oh shit.
Oh no. They're going to confiscate your hammer.
Yeah, Colin does
Isn't
the
there-
okay, runs past you. Okay, but
Isn't there like thousands of military men just like a few miles away?
A few miles away, yes. About 3.5, 4 miles.
so
Okay.
it's fine. It's basically another
fine.
planet.
So you make it through security. You scan your fast pass. You scan your magic bands. You get through the gate, Onto Main
Casey.
Street. Yep.
Question. Remember the orbs you told us about in the first session that change color when you scan your pass?
Yep.
Have any of ours changed colors?
No, they've all been green.
Except for Colin, I think his was yellow.
No, his turned blue when he went through because he was on a watch list.
Ah, okay.
I go to Main Street. I go do the same thing. Put my hand out.
You summon it back to you.
Yep.
This
Is there
time,
blood on it?
This time there are odd looks because there are actually a few more people on Main Street this time around.
Yeah,
and
people
a
are
few
starting to
people
kinda-
look a bit worried. As to their appearances, someone throws a hammer from an upstairs window, and you catch it, and it's covered in blood.
Oh no, you hit him. You hit the poor man.
I go.
High five.
I look at my. I sort of like continue walking for a second, and then I look at my hammer. I'm like, oh. Ooh. I just wiped. I wiped the blood off on a.
Hey,
rag.
wait.
It's
Remember
jam.
what we said? I want to say one thing. Remember when we said we wouldn't break the Concordant anymore?
No, we didn't. I don't know what
We
you're
did it.
talking about.
Yeah.
We might have just killed a man.
I don't know
Disneyworld.
what.
He's a changeling.
And
Thank
you,
you very
you,
much.
you did
I don't
also
know.
send a bunch of bystanders, running away in fear.
Again, I
Just
don't know
now?
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
And
would
destroyed
like
a
to
bunch
see
of shit.
proof that we did
Hammer,
this.
And destroyed.
Hammer comes flying out of a building. Guy catches it, and there's blood all over it. And there are people on the streets going, "Oh shit!"
Well,
I'm
I mean,
getting
guys,
out
we're
of
fucked anyway, so
Anyway,
should we continue?
Yeah, anyway. Funny.
I just go, oh, how did that jam get there? That's just. Look at that.
Commit to it. Lick it. You gotta commit.
Ooh. Jam, strawberry.
Oh, it's pretty good actually.
Give
Ooh,
me
straight.
give me a charisma persuasion. Difficulty
actually-
7.
Casey,
Mhm.
when he starts eating something, he can't stop.
He has to finish the blood.
He has to finish licking the whole hammer.
Fuck you.
I'm so happy right now that I remember
your
that
flaw.
thing. I remember it first session. You said that it was a flaw of yours, and I thought like, oh, I'm gonna fuck him somehow in the future. with
Here it
this.
is.
I don't know how, but
Easy
yeah,
willpower.
that's it.
3.
Okay, yeah, you're fairly convincing that it's part of a show, a really weird show that people might write bad reviews
Big
about.
ol' lollipop.
But people aren't going to file police reports, at least.
Yeah, they're going to end up on the Walt Disney World forums complaining that it's a show that's in bad taste, rather than complaining to the police that there's a psycho in the park.
A really, really shitty Thor knockoff
Yeah.
that was in the
And
parks today.
And then he started to sexually harass people with like,
Licking his hammer.
ah.
Yeah. The Disney World blogs are going to get inundated with bad reviews, but no one's calling the cops.
Yeah, Colin thinks it's funny in the beginning, but after like a minute, like, okay, dude, please. Okay, we get it. No, please, no.
I
Jesus.
just gotta get all the jam off.
Yeah,
my
okay,
hand.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna not walk with you.
It gets really bad whenever he's finished with licking the top of the hammer, and he's got the hilt of the hammer.
Yeah.
And he's actually just kind of sticking it.
Okay.
This
Moving
went
on.
from hilarious to oh no to hilarious again.
Let's get back to the
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Moving
Down Main Street you go
Yes.
to the castle. Everyone give me perception alertness.
Perception, alertness, difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7.
1. I only have 4 willpower. No, 3 I can spend. If I spend 4, I'll pass out.
And a fun.
So
I didn't-
I'm safe. I'm saving money.
I didn't use willpower.
Okay. All of you notice, as you begin to cross the courtyard leading up to the trod that leads you into the dreaming, as you look around, dotted amongst the groups of people, you notice people watching.
Uh-oh.
You know when you have that moment in a movie where you look around and there's this crowd of 20 people over there doing their own thing, and there's one person in the crowd that's just standing and watching.
Yeah.
You're seeing one of those over that way, and one of them over that way, and one of them over that way. You notice 4 or 5 of them around, all in different directions, but they're all watching you.
Are they changelings?
They are.
Oh. In that case, they get a...
And you notice that all of them, in some form or another, whether it's a t-shirt or a jacket or something, but they're all wearing something that looks to be like a silver metallic.
So they're all with the wizard, I assume?
No, they're changelings.
No, I said they're all with the wizard. They're working with him. He was also silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're
are all getting finger guns or waves or...
Do you enter the trod?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where they wanted to... That's where the letter scroll wanted us to go, right?
Well,
that's where the meeting was?
The trod leads you into the dreaming and puts you out at the foot of the steps of the castle.
Yes.
And can I roll for walking with swagger?
You certainly can. That's going to be charisma...
I'd actually be really good at this. I have 4 charisma and 3.
As a side note, maybe you guys should check your glamour rating, because make sure you're not too high up there.
I'm at 6. I can take 4 more glamour.
I would argue performance, because he's making a performance for all these people.
Charisma performance.
My only issue is going to be banality, which is 3. Hopefully I don't take more than...
You're definitely swaggering.
Cool. That's all.
You wasted that roll on walking.
It's not wasted.
Yeah.
It's not wasted. I'm the coolest guy here, and it's a fucking ogre and she besides me, and I'm the one getting attention. I'm just saying that's saying something. The very me besides the ogre, I'm fucking short.
Yeah.
I'm like
you're still probably shorter than me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the shortest guy there, but the most impressive one. So,
I now want to roll against you as part of spite, but I won't do it. I will save the willpower.
Go ahead. In that case, the thing is gonna be that she's gonna try. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
If we had more time, I would.
Now, I'm actually going to kind of step out of the character decisions for a moment, and if no one objects, I'm going to run the next couple minutes kind of cinematically. So if you just let me narrate it.
Yeah.
Because the next couple minutes go a little bit odd.
Oh.
For one, the trod seems to take a lot longer to traverse than it ever has. In the past, it's almost been you step into it, you pause for a couple heartbeats, and you step out into the court. That couple heartbeats seems to stretch out into a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen. Almost as if you're traveling a much longer distance. And as you step out of the trod, You have a moment's confusion as you don't find yourself on the bridge. You find yourself in the basement of the castle. And another moment passes, and another moment passes, and as these moments pass, memory begins to fade. And after a few moments have passed, you see a glimpse of a she standing in front of you at the door at the bottom of the castle, wearing silver robes. And he says to you, "Fate must not traverse that path." And even as he says the words, you begin to forget them. But a lingering sensation crawls over you that you've just averted something horrible. And then the moment passes, and you are all stood on the lowest level of the castle, watching a purple dragon fly away, with the four of you, Jack, Colin, Dwight, and Victor, confused and staring at each other, with no memory of anything that happened after that moment.
I like that dragon. Because fuck you, Victor.
Look up, say, so that may not have been a treasure door, but a prison.
So we don't remember anything
My
past this moment.
No. You have a nagging feeling in the back of your mind that you've just dodged something horrific.
Oh.
Mm.
Huh.
Well,
I
then.
noticed that I have a few questions. One, but I noticed that I just have more willpower. That I just feel different.
Are we going back on
No,
points spent?
you're not reverting your character sheets.
Okay.
But your characters also won't notice a discrepancy.
Oh, okay.
Is my hammer still the same?
Well, you're in the dreaming, so it normally
So you don't
appears
know
that
yet.
way in the dreaming anyway.
Well, no, but I would be able to tell if it's more powerful and lighter and, you know, all that.
Well, like I said, because it normally feels more powerful in the dreaming anyway, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
And,
The change was in the
because
auto.
of, and because of the way things are going on, you wouldn't necessarily pick up on the discrepancy, even if there
Yeah,
is.
you wouldn't check right now, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that would be a weird moment.
And from there, things progress as they did before. You head back upstairs, you clean up, you have the discussion that you had previously after the dragon flew away.
Mm.
And as you did before, you move to depart the dreaming.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, you almost feel that as you're crossing the trod, as you are walking back through the mists, you look around, and in one moment Victor is there with you, and in the next he's not, and you're standing back in the autumn world at the foot of the castle.
Victor?
Did Victor just go somewhere else?
Not that I miss you, but where the fuck did you go? Sneaky son of a bitch. I'm not looking for him. Not it. Well, my boss
I'm
open
the only one
elimination,
with my
boss.
camera off, so
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, shit. I'm the lowest ranking guy here.
You kind of are.
Yep.
Shit rolls downwards, doesn't it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Could we say like so we don't actually have to play it out, but like Colin kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna go look for him, and this goes, he's not here, and he's not here.
Yeah, you do spend an amount of time looking for him, and you quickly come to the realization that whatever happened, he took another path through the mists. He's not on the other side, and he doesn't appear to be on this side.
In that case, he would go back and say like, okay, so we all know Victor's a dumbass, so of course he took a wrong turn.
He took a
We're
wrong
supposed
turn.
to take left, he took right, and now he's like being eaten by a dragon or something, I don't know. So, he's gone. I don't know where.
Only thing I could think to do would be to call his phone.
Oh yeah, I did try that.
Yeah, I'll try to call him.
This phone is
Casey!
currently out of service.
Casey, do I have my phone?
You do have your phone, yes.
Hey!
And I can't do anything about it because you haven't made those mistakes yet.
Nope.
Hey!
Oh, I have no reason to take it from you.
No, you have no reason to take it from him.
Do you immediately animate it?
Redo all those mistakes. Okay.
Okay.
So, after spending a amount of time looking for Victor and not finding him, you do eventually begin making your way back down Main Street.
Mm.
Each of you give me a perception alertness again.
None.
You don't see nothing.
give me a sec.
Also, Casey, could I do like a conference call at some point to gain one banality? Because I could use some more banality.
Yeah, certainly.
I will do that. I will do that whenever we get like an hour.
Okay.
Because I can walk and do it.
It's gotta be about something very boring too. Like, okay, so we gotta talk about
GPS reports.